Everybody ready? All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Robert Tucker, the New York City Fire Commissioner. We want to accomplish a couple of things today. The first and important thing is we wanted to announce the cause of last Friday's fire in Staten Island, which was a space heater plugged into an electrical extension cord plugged into the wall. It is really cold outside right now, and we know that people are doing things that we are really concerned about. So I wanted to talk to you about some fire safety tips. First of all, we do not want you to plug your space heater into an extension cord that then goes into an outlet on the wall. That is the cause of the fire in Staten Island, and we have seen time and time again that causing fires. We do not want you to use your oven or your stove to warm your apartment. First of all, that doesn't really work, and second of all, it is a tremendous fire hazard. If your oven is used, there is likely to be a fire, and we don't want that to happen. FDNY is ready to respond to any and all emergencies in New York City, whether it's cold or hot, whether there's snow on the ground or it's raining. 365 days a year, FDNY, EMTs, paramedics, and firefighters will be there for you. But we need your help. We need you not to leave a space heater on when you're not in the room. We're seeing people do that, and we're asking for the public's help in these really, really frigid times to please not leave your space heaters on in your apartments or in your houses. You cannot leave them unattended. I'm going to ask our Chief of Fire Operations, Kevin Woods, to talk about the fire this morning, the 3-alarm fire, to talk about the Staten Island fire, and to talk about some of the things we're doing operationally to prepare for the cold weather that we're seeing yesterday, today, and I think through the rest of the week. Chief Woods?
Hello. Good morning. So the fire on Staten Island, as the Commissioner mentioned, we got a report of that fire with a baby or young child, a 2-year-old, trapped in the basement. The family was home. They were right upstairs. They could not get down the stairs due to the smoke and the amount of fire, how quickly the fire spread. So our units entered that basement apartment without the protection of a charged hose line. We're trained to do that, and we rescued that baby, that 2-year-old male. And we passed that baby out of a basement window to other members that were waiting. A great job on their part. Last evening, actually early this morning, about 1:45 in the morning in Brooklyn on East 38th Street, we had a 3rd-alarm fire. Our units moved in. Fire was on the 2nd floor, and the attic is a 2.5-story peaked roof dwelling. Heavy, heavy fire on arrival. We moved in, and they were on a frozen hydrant. The hydrant was frozen. We actually had 2 frozen hydrants on that block. We had to remove our members from that building, and we had to overcome these obstacles, which we do. We have many redundancies as far as water loss, and our members in the FDNY did a phenomenal, phenomenal job. We have what you call thawing apparatus that we send to each fire during the cold weather. We activated them during this cold weather, and at this time, I'm going to turn it back over to the Fire Commissioner.
So I think we'll take some questions about the cold weather, about the redundancies that we have in place, and we have our Deputy Chief Fire Marshal with us to talk about fire investigations.
Anybody have a question? Besides space heaters, what would you tell residents or tenants know that the way to heat it? They have an issue with the landlord, what should they do?
Yeah, I mean, we encourage everyone to call 311 and to get a response from the Department of Buildings, from NYCHA, from whoever their landlord. we want them to activate the system. The 311 system works really, really well. We're seeing that with regard to lithium-ion batteries, that people are calling, and our fire marshals and our Bureau of Fire Prevention inspectors are responding within 24 hours. But again, space heaters need to be kept away from doors and windows. They cannot be used with extension cords, and most importantly, they must be turned off before you leave the room.
Else with a question?
Anything more play-by-play with the Flatlands fire?
I'm going to let Chief Woods talk.
Yeah, so when we respond to another safety message, please do not block a fire hydrant or park on a fire hydrant. Our fire apparatus need 30 feet on that fire hydrant, 15 feet in each direction. Again, the members moved in with the hand lines. We had to overcome our water issues. Once we did, we were able to use multiple hand lines and a tower ladder to extinguish the fire. Our units did a phenomenal job preventing further extension to the adjacent structures. It was windy, it was cold. Some of the obstacles we also faced was obviously the cold weather, where the water freezes immediately upon impact. We work with our other city agencies, sanitation department, and of course MTA as well, because we evacuate these structures and the people are standing out in the cold. We use MTA buses to help them out in that situation.
Yeah, thanks to our partners at Emergency Management and MTA for helping us, the Red Cross, for helping us at the scenes of these fires. I thought it'd be interesting also to have a captain from our Fire Safety Education Unit give some tips as well. Cap?
Cap, if you don't mind.
Introduce yourself.
Spell your last name.
Yes, Captain Michael Kozo, K-O-Z-O. So when we're talking about space heaters, there's a few things we want to keep in mind. Let's start off with purchasing. If you're going to purchase a space heater, you want to look for one that's been tested and approved by a qualified testing laboratory, such as UL, Underwriters Laboratory. So look for that label when you're purchasing one. Also, if you're going to purchase one, look for one that has a thermostat, an overheat function, and an automatic shutoff. So should the space heater tip over, it will automatically shut itself off. As the Commissioner mentioned, you definitely do not want to plug these into an extension cord or a power strip. So any item that heats or cools has to be plugged directly into the wall. So not only space heaters, but you're talking about a refrigerator, a microwave, a toaster oven, anything that heats or cools should be plugged directly into the wall. Where you're going to place the space heater, so a space heater needs space. 3 feet around the space heater should be free of anything that can burn. You want to keep it on a flat level surface and out of a high foot traffic, right? So in a low foot traffic area. You want to run the space heater in the room that you're going to warm up before you go to sleep. Once you go to sleep, you should be turning off and unplugging the space heater. It should not be running all night long while you're sleeping. And the other thing is using ovens, stoves, even a dryer as an alternate means of heating. That is not the answer. Those appliances are not made to run for that amount of time. What's going to happen eventually, it's going to start to build up carbon monoxide in your home, which we all know is a deadly gas. And that leads us to the importance of working smoke alarms and CO alarms in your home. You should have a working smoke alarm in every bedroom and a smoke and CO alarm on every level of your home. They should be tested monthly to make sure that they are working. Having these alarms is going to save your life, and it is the only way to know that you have carbon monoxide building up in your home.
Yeah, just want to wrap this up by saying that we're here in the fire zone thanks to our FDNY Foundation for building the premier fire safety education location in New York City. Thousands and thousands of children come through here every year to learn the fire safety tips we're talking about. Lastly, smoke detectors save lives. Check your smoke alarm today. Make sure the battery is working. Make sure that when you press the test button, it beeps. You're going to need a working smoke alarm in your house. You need a CO detector in your living room. These are fundamental and really important, especially in this cold weather.
Just one last question, Captain Gozo. Where can people get more information on safety tips?
So for more information, you can visit our website at fdnysmart.org. All the information, safety tips are on there. They can be printed out and downloadable.